from all here present. I really appreciate it. It encourages me. Um, I was just thinking that in retrospect, what were my challenges concerning this phase of thesis writing? I think one, the feeling of isolation, where I was never sure of what I am doing because you cannot be consulting all the time the supervisor about, and I felt a bit isolated. But if I had known that there was Eudoxia, for example, I would have joined as early as possible. And one other thing that I noticed also is that it is important to start early. Start writing your thesis early. So, yes, I know when you do the research proposal, you will put in a timeline, but rarely after it has been accepted, people don't follow that. And unfortunately, it leads to their downfall because then they are under so much pressure. Start early is the biggest advice that I would give. Start early. After that, in your timeline, yes, we have a general timeline where we are looking at where you're going to do what, but have a more precise timeline for the thesis writing, where you need to block hours by day, if possible, to say that on a Thursday, from this time to that time, I am writing. I have no other activity. Because then you keep to the timelines without creating unnecessary pressure, because suddenly you look at the calendar and you have so many deadlines, you have feedback from the supervisor, you need to change this and that, and there is no time, you go to bed at 2 a.m. That is not healthy. So block and keep to those timelines so that you are going to go through this at a very good pace, a normal pace. There is no pressure. The issue of failing to adhere to the timeline is what produces so much pressure. And under that pressure, what do? We make mistakes, we take shortcuts, and then in the end, it's back to square one because then go and fix this, go and fix that. So let's keep to the timelines. Let's start early. What do I mean by early? We are looking, as I said before, if you cannot do this in one semester, start earlier so that you at least 1.5 or 2 semesters, you don't have pressure. With time, you're going to see that now where I am, I need to spend more time now because I want to have so much time for consulting, for proofreading, to get people to read and make adjustments in good time. That is the skill that I want to emphasize, that let's look at that seriously. Then we will not have any issues in terms of shortcuts, in terms of, oh, I forgot to add this, oh, I forgot to do this, I cannot find this. That's because you are working under pressure. So start early, join other platforms where you share, where you learn, where, like this one, let's keep going until you get to the finish line. And yeah, any other groups, I see people studying, I see them in coffee shops, they sit with their laptops and they are discussing and they are writing. Let's form those little groups to support each other so that we don't have this problem of isolation, because it is depressing at times. So I want to wish you all the best, and yeah, good luck. It will happen for you as well. Thank you very much.